Well, this is the third attempt, folks, of a little quick walk around I wanted to do. The first two attempts were negated because my idiocy. Well, I'm not a total idiot, but the audio was only coming out of one side. And it's because on the Comica Vimo C receiver was on stereo, and I'm only using one microphone. So it should have been on mono like it is now, and it wasn't. And I didn't know that until this attempt here. Well, the one before this one, actually. So now it's right, and we're going to do this again. A little quick garden after rain tour, and let y'all see the sorry condition. Well, not really sorry, but they sure don't look as pretty as they did before the rain got, and before the rain came, and before they got so big and bloomed and started falling over, which always happens with peonies. And we're used to it. We used to try to prop them up, but it's a lot of work. We just let them fall over. I'm a lazy gardener. This is the newest raised bed we put in right here. And tomato, I finally got my tomato cages up. We have 6 tomato plants, which is plenty for just me and her. Got a bean growing up there, or it's gonna vine up the trellis there, that bean plant. A little yellow marigold. Another tomato here. And boy, we needed the rain. And I'm gonna get my wife to tell me what, snapdragons, I think is what they are. I think. And then this is another tomato there with some, that's borage growing, and some peppers. And something has went to seed there that's flowering, I'm not sure what. Radishes growing, we've had some radishes. And got some pole beans coming up there. They're gonna be vining up this trellis. Another tomato, that's a potato top. And some more snapdragons, I think. I'm gonna go be sure, ask her before I stop the video. Another tomato plant back there. A rose, I forgot the name of that rose. Around here, lamb's ears. Stuff needs weeded. Got some tansy growing. Lilies gonna be coming up, they're budding out. And got some baptisia that's already done. Borage here. And a pot of petunias. And mock orange right there. With some big old hostas right there behind it. And an old Silicae transparacea. Or Silica transparacea, I think is the name of that. That rose is a Therese Bugnet. Of course, I'm unsure about the pronunciation. Got some catnip there. Some more lilies coming up. Garlic which is scaping out. Some people like to cut the scapes off and eat them. We don't. And we got some it'll come to me in a minute. That's a poisonous plant too, but it's awful pretty. Oh, they're not bluebells. They're not snapdragons. I'm telling you what, my short-term memory is just non-existent these days. That'll come to me. But we're gonna walk around over here a little bit because I wanted to show you the Veronica. That's the plant that Shadow picked out, perennial. And that's an annual, believe it or not, sunflower. It looks like a black-eyed Susan, but it's not. And that's a fall aster that's don't bloom until fall. And then along the garage side here we have, oh, a little rabbit right there, which is probably munching on something or another, which I'm not sure what it's munching on. Probably something that it shouldn't be munching on. Regardless, it don't seem to mind me being here. Unless I go towards it, then it's gonna hop off. Maybe it's not. Hello, little bunny. Hello, little bunny. That is my Forsythia sugar baby, the name of that. More lilies, Russian sage, purple coneflower, more lilies, and a rose back in there. More lilies, purple coneflower, there's a rose there. And it's done blooming. It's a spring bloomer, and so that's done blooming too. Rhododendron is finished. Little bird feeder. Pretty black and white bird, little birds. I don't know what kind they are, but I've been experiencing problems with. Oh, that's a pretty one. With a raccoon that's been coming around messing with my bird feeder. So I've got a little bit of seed left, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it or not. A pretty bird like that comes around though. I don't know if that's a Oreo maybe. The back porch garden. We're the tomato right there. Coming up, doing good, loving a mist, done. Another rose and all that. Forgot what that is. And that's another rose. And the homemade would-be traps that I got up. That looks like there's a fly in that one. Some dead wood-bees. And hanging baskets. 4 hanging baskets. And the other would-be, homemade would-be trap right there. So it's gonna probably wrap it up for the garden stuff as I walk around to the front. Not much interesting now. I need to clean up a little mess I made earlier today when I trimmed off the dead wood from these hydrangeas, Nico Blue hydrangeas. And I trimmed up the Japanese maple today. I got some, I forgot what that's called. bleeding heart. You know, seen that before. These, they're taking over them. Again, I forgot. Sorry, Mr. Robin or Mrs. Robin. And other various odds and end flowers here. And we meet back at the peony patch. I wished I could remember what those are. I said it in the other video, the one that wasn't, if the sound didn't come out right. I remember the name at that time, but it eludes me right now. I'll put it up when I upload this video. That's going to wrap it up from my early to mid spring garden. The rose there getting ready to come into flower. And until next time, and until next video, as my good buddy Marvelous Marv always says, until next time, until next video, y'all be easy.